Once upon a time in a lush green forest in Africa, there lived a clever tortoise named Kofi and a gentle sheep named Ajoa. Kofi was known for his wisdom and cunning, while Ajoa was loved for her kindness and gentleness. Even though they were very different, Kofi and Ajoa were the best of friends. One sunny morning, Kofi and Ajoa decided to go on an adventure. They wanted to visit the big baobab tree at the edge of the forest. The baobab tree was special because it was said to grant wishes to those who could reach it. The journey was long, but Kofi and Ajoa were excited. As they walked, Kofi shared stories of his clever tricks. "Ajoa, did I ever tell you about the time I tricked the mighty lion?" Kofi said with a sly grin. Ajoa laughed. "Oh Kofi, you always have the best stories. But remember, not everyone likes tricks. Sometimes it's better to be kind and straightforward." Kofi nodded, though he couldn't help but think a clever trick or two might come in handy on their journey. As they continued, they came across a wide river. The river was fast and deep, and there was no bridge to cross it. "We need to get to the other side," said Ajoa, worriedly. "But I can't swim, and the current looks too strong." Kofi thought for a moment. "Don't worry, Ajoa. I have a plan." He looked around and found some large leaves and vines. With his clever mind, he quickly fashioned a small raft. "Climb aboard," Kofi said. "I'll guide us across." Ajoa stepped onto the raft, a bit nervous but trusting her friend. Kofi pushed the raft into the water, and they began to float across the river. Halfway through, the current started to pick up, and the raft wobbled. "Kofi, I'm scared," Ajoa bleated. "Stay calm, Ajoa," Kofi reassured her. "We'll get through this together." Just then, a group of fish swam by and saw the struggling friends. The fish were kind and decided to help. They swam around the raft, guiding it safely to the other side. "Thank you so much," Ajoa said to the fish, relieved and happy. Kofi smiled. "See, Ajoa. Sometimes it's not about tricks but having good friends and working together." They continued their journey, laughing and talking. Along the way, they met many other animals who shared stories and helped them with food and shelter. Kofi and Ajoa's friendship grew stronger with each passing day. Finally, after many days of travel, they could see the big baobab tree in the distance. It stood tall and proud, with branches that seemed to touch the sky. "We are almost there," Ajoa exclaimed, filled with excitement. But as they approached the tree, they saw something unexpected. A group of mischievous monkeys swinging from branch to branch, chattering loudly. Kofi scratched his head, thinking of a way to approach the monkeys without causing trouble. Ajoa, always calm in tricky situations, suggested, "Maybe we can ask them politely if they know how the baobab tree grants wishes." Kofi nodded in agreement and called out to the monkeys, "Hello, friends. Could you tell us how we can make a wish to the baobab tree?" The monkeys stopped their antics and gathered around, intrigued by Kofi and Ajoa. One of the older monkeys, with a wise look in his eyes, spoke up, "Oh, the baobab tree is indeed special. Legend has it that you must tie a ribbon around its largest branch and whisper your wish to the tree. If your heart is true and your intentions good, your wish may come true." Kofi and Ajoa thanked the monkeys for their help and approached the baobab tree. They found a colorful ribbon lying nearby and carefully tied it around the tree's largest branch. Then, they closed their eyes and whispered their wishes, one for Kofi's family to always have plenty to eat, and one for Ajoa's friends in the forest to always be safe. As they opened their eyes, a gentle breeze rustled through the baobab leaves, and a sense of peace filled the air. "We did it, Kofi," Ajoa exclaimed with a smile. Kofi grinned, feeling proud of their journey together. "Yes, Ajoa. And it's all thanks to our friendship and the kindness of others." Just then, they heard a rustling in the bushes nearby. Out popped their friend, Kwame the wise old owl, who had been following their journey from the start. "Well done, my friends," Kwame hooted softly. "You have shown that true friendship, kindness, and a bit of cleverness can overcome any obstacle." Kofi and Ajoa thanked Kwame for his kind words. Together, the three friends sat beneath the baobab tree, enjoying the warmth of the sun and the beauty of their surroundings. As the day turned to dusk, they knew their adventure was not yet over. There were many more stories to share, challenges to face, and friendships to cherish in the vast African forest. And so, under the watchful branches of the baobab tree, Kofi, Ajoa, and Kwame continued their journey, knowing that with each step, they were learning and growing together. And so, under the watchful branches of the baobab tree, Kofi, Ajoa, and Kwame continued their journey, knowing that with each step, they were learning and growing together. As they traveled deeper into the forest, they encountered new challenges and made new friends. One day, they came across a family of elephants struggling to find water. "Dear friends," Kofi said to the elephants, "follow me. I know where there's a hidden watering hole nearby." Ajoa, with her gentle voice, assured the elephants, "Don't worry, we'll help you." With Kofi leading the way, they ventured through thickets and across streams until they reached the secret watering hole shaded by ancient trees. The elephants trumpeted joyously, spraying water in the air with their trunks as they quenched their thirst. The elephant matriarch, grateful for their kindness, said, "You have saved us. Please, accept our gratitude." Kofi and Ajoa smiled warmly, their hearts swelling with happiness. Kwame, perched on a branch above, nodded approvingly. "You see," he said to Kofi and Ajoa, "kindness and compassion are treasures that enrich not only others but yourselves as well." From that day on, Kofi, Ajoa, and Kwame became known throughout the forest for their wisdom, kindness, and the bonds of their friendship. Animals from far and wide sought their advice, and they never hesitated to lend a helping hand. As seasons changed and years passed, their adventures continued. They faced storms and droughts, celebrated births and birthdays, and always found laughter and joy in each other's company. One evening, gathered under the baobab tree once more, Kofi looked at Ajoa and Kwame with a twinkle in his eye. "Who would have thought," he said, "that a clever tortoise, a gentle sheep, and a wise owl could become such great friends?" Ajoa leaned closer to Kofi and Kwame, a contented smile on her face. "It's because we understand each other," she said softly. "We may be different, but together, we make a perfect team." Kwame nodded sagely. "Indeed, my friends. Your friendship is a testament to the beauty of diversity and the strength it brings." And as the moon rose high in the sky, casting a silvery glow over the forest, Kofi, Ajoa, and Kwame knew that their funny, heartwarming friendship would continue to blossom, like the timeless baobab tree under which they sat today. And so, dear reader, their story continues, echoing through the ages as a reminder that friendship, kindness, and understanding are the greatest treasures of all. As the moon rose high in the sky, casting a silvery glow over the forest, Kofi, Ajoa, and Kwame knew that their funny, heartwarming friendship would continue to blossom, like the timeless baobab tree under which they sat today. They looked at each other with fondness, knowing that their adventures had forged bonds that would last a lifetime. Kofi chuckled softly and said, "Who would have thought that a clever tortoise, a gentle sheep, and a wise owl could make such a perfect team?" Ajoa nodded, her eyes sparkling. "It just goes to show that friendship is about understanding, kindness, and acceptance." Kwame hooted softly, and a dash of cleverness doesn't hurt either. They laughed together, the sound mingling with the rustling leaves and the gentle night breeze. Around them, the forest seemed to whisper its approval, as if acknowledging the beauty of their friendship. And so, under the canopy of stars and the guardianship of the baobab tree, Kofi, Ajoa, and Kwame sat in peaceful companionship, knowing that no matter where their adventures led them next, their funny and enduring friendship would always bring them back together, and as dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, they knew that their story would continue, woven into the fabric of the forest and cherished by all who heard of their remarkable bond. And so ends the tale of Kofi the tortoise, Ajoa the sheep, and Kwame the wise old owl, the story of a friendship that transcended differences and filled the African forest with laughter, kindness, and the magic of companionship. But remember, dear reader, in every corner of the world, similar tales of friendship wait to be told and cherished, just like the one you have read today.